I'll tell you later, Elizabeth. Meanwhile, did the Obama administration delay important regulation and rules the American people would not like in order to win re-election and destroy Mitt Romney? That's the shocking claim in a new report from the Administrative Conference of the United States. It says many proposals took longer because of concerns about the agencies issuing costly or controversial rules prior to the November elections. Was the White House putting politics before people? Pete Saunders is the COO of Disruptor Capital. He joins us right now. Pete, Washington Post did a pretty good job on this.
Brian, I'm usually not very complimentary of the Washington Post, but it was thorough, it was exhaustive. And what they found is that President Obama, time and time again, told agencies to delay rulings that they thought and the administration thought would impact and hurt their chances for election.
For example, the delayed rules, the elements of Obamacare that we're all experiencing right now. For example, you can keep your plan. Can you imagine if this rolled out in 2012? Environmental initiatives like the EPA is putting out there and worker safety requirements, which definitely indirectly and directly affect the economy.
Absolutely, Brian. Look, President Obama, when he was a candidate in 2008 and in 2012, targeted Virginia. In 2008, he was in southwest coal country in Virginia all the time. Said that he would wake up every morning in the White House thinking of those people. And lo and behold, he creates this war on coal, is really trying to outlaw and makes EPA changes in 2013 that is almost going to outlaw the industry, impacting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of jobs in Virginia. The vote would have been different had those rules come out in 2012.
Now, let me ask you something. Do you fault the Romney campaign at all or the RNC at all for not seeing this pattern and these delays and not bringing it to light?
You know, I don't, Brian. You know, this is a president who really tried to hold himself as holier than thou, came in 2008, railed against the Clintons as being partisan hacks, said that he was going to be, quote, the most transparent president in history. I'm not saying that the Romney campaign believed him or the RNC believed him, but these were shady, underhanded dealings that were going on in his administration that only came to light when these egregious policies came out in 2013.
Pete, think about this. The president's having one of the worst first years of his second term in modern American history. It's because, essentially, he put all these things on hold, and the other decisions he's made internationally, in order to have he sacrificed a 4-year term, really, for the first year, at the very least, the first year of that brand-new term.
Brian, I think you're right. And I think the problem that history will show with this president is there was so much promise with him as a campaigner. He's an unbelievable campaigner, but he's a pretty lousy manager and he's a pretty lousy president. He's not transparent at all. And in fact, I think history will show that he's one of the most partisan presidents, not a uniter at all, that we've had in generations. And that will be the knock on Barack Obama.
And he knew his agenda and his policies would be unpopular. He didn't put them on hold. He didn't get rid of them. He just put them on hold where it can't hurt him. Could hurt him in the midterms. Pete Snyder, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
All right, 11 minutes now before the top of the hour.